Your one click on the subscribe button makes a huge difference. Thank you for your kind support.
In The Accountant 2, the murder of Treasury Director Ray King serves as the catalyst that propels the entire story forward. This shocking event brings together the film's main characters and unveils a complex web of human trafficking, corruption, and a quest for justice. The movie opens with Treasury agent Marybeth Medina, who has risen to become Deputy Director of FinCEN, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, under Ray King's mentorship. Their relationship was established in the first film, where King recognized Medina's potential despite her troubled past. He became her mentor, helping her build her career while introducing her to the mysterious accountant, Christian Wolff. The devastating discovery of Ray King's body in a tavern, alongside several other victims identified as former Chilean Special Forces soldiers, sends Medina on a desperate search for answers. What makes this murder particularly baffling is how a Treasury Director became entangled in a situation that led to such violence. As Medina begins investigating, she finds a mysterious photograph hidden in the tavern cushions. The photo shows a Central American family, Edith Sanchez, her husband Gino, and their young son Alberto. According to the information pieced together, this family left El Salvador to come to the United States, but subsequently disappeared. The presence of this photo at the murder scene suggests a connection between King's death and this missing family. Facing bureaucratic obstacles within her own department, and feeling increasingly isolated, Medina makes the difficult decision to contact Christian Wolff, the mathematically gifted accountant with autism who operates outside the law. Though Christian typically avoids entanglements, he agrees to help when he learns about Ray King's murder. King had spared Christian's life years ago during an encounter at the Ray night, establishing a strange bond of respect between them. With his estranged brother Braxton reluctantly joining them, Christian begins his methodical investigation. They discover that Ray King had been looking into the disappearance of the Sanchez family, particularly after learning that Edith Sanchez had suffered a serious car accident years ago that led to an extraordinary transformation. The neurologist who treated Edith explains that the car accident resulted in severe brain trauma that gave her a rare condition called acquired savant syndrome. While she lost most of her memories, she gained exceptional abilities in pattern recognition and combat strategy. Her personality drastically changed, and she eventually escaped from the hospital after attacking a security guard. She transformed into Anais, a deadly assassin who began working for various criminal organizations. As Christian, Braxton, and Medina dig deeper, they make a crucial discovery. Ray King wasn't murdered because he was looking for Edith Sanchez. He was murdered because he had found her. King had discovered that Anais was systematically hunting down members of the trafficking organization that had captured her family years ago. Rather than trying to stop her, he was trying to help her, potentially to reunite her with her son. Ray wasn't murdered because he was looking for Edith, Christian explains during a breakthrough moment. He was murdered because he found her. This revelation explains why King had the family photograph at the tavern. He was using it to establish a connection with Anais, to remind her of her past life and her son. Unfortunately, his meeting with Anais attracted the attention of those connected to the trafficking organization. These people, fearing exposure of their operation, arranged the hit that took King's life. The investigation leads them to a powerful Eastern European crime boss named Batu Netsk, who oversees a vast human trafficking network that forces migrants into modern slavery across various industries, farms, slaughterhouses, factories, and other businesses that exploit undocumented workers. Netsk had connections to the Chilean ex-military personnel who were also found dead at the tavern with King. When Christian and Braxton track down one of the members of the trafficking organization, he reveals that Edith Sanchez was a good one, who worked hard until she was involved in a car accident. This confirms the connection between the trafficking operation and Edith's transformation into Anais. The film suggests that King had been working independently, outside official channels, to help Anais take down the trafficking network. He understood her motivation for vengeance, and chose to assist rather than arrest her. This explains why he kept his investigation secret, even from Medina, whom he was mentoring. As Christian, Braxton, and Medina get closer to the truth, they too become targets. Netsk puts a contract out on Medina's life, showing how far these criminals will go to protect their operation. In a tense confrontation, Christian contacts Netsk directly to demand he cancel the hit on Medina, demonstrating the far-reaching consequences of King's murder and the investigation it triggered. By the film's conclusion, it becomes clear that Ray King was a more complex character than he appeared to be in the first film. While he represented law enforcement and the Treasury Department, he was willing to work outside the system when the system failed. He recognized in Anais someone who could achieve a justice that he couldn't through official channels. This moral complexity cost him his life but also set in motion the events that would eventually bring down the trafficking operation. In the aftermath, Medina receives detailed financial records from Christian documenting the full extent of the trafficking operation. These records allow her to build cases against numerous criminals and corrupt officials, continuing the work that King started. In this way, even in death, Ray King's pursuit of justice continues through his protégé. The murder of Ray King ultimately represents the film's themes about the limitations of official justice and the difficult moral choices people make when systems fail. King chose to help Anais instead of arresting her because he recognized that sometimes justice requires working outside established boundaries. This choice led to his death, but also to the eventual dismantling of a criminal enterprise that had ruined countless lives.